Hello students, this is Rupali Bhangale, Assistant Professor ISMR MCA. Today we will be discussing about the Angular technology. In Angular, this session is meant for adding a component into your Angular application. So we'll go this step-by-step process. Now open your command prompt and there go to the directory where you want to create the app. So how to create the app, we already discussed. Ng new, I'm giving my application name as VM app. Now the process will start itself. It may take time because you are creating the app inside in your Angular. It may ask you the questions whether you want to have the Angular routing or not. I'm saying yes, I want, and then it will ask you the CSS which you want. Right now we will be taking only the CSS, plain CSS. Now it will start the processing of creating the directory structure inside your Angular application. So this is how our application is being created. Now simply open the Visual Studio Code and there open your application like VM app. Now your VM app is being created where you can find the directory structure as like node modules and SRC. We already discussed this directory structure in detail within the session. Now we will go with the SRC folder. Now simply find out inside your app folder, you are having few of the TS files, CSS, HTML. These files are basically related to your entire VM app. We will be discussing here how to add a component and how to add the functionality inside that component. So terminal and the command in order to add component into your application is nothing but your ng generate component. What is the component name? Let's assume like I'm going to add the component student. Okay, so here the 4 files have been created. Which 4 files? The components HTML, components TS, and components CSS. But where these files have been added? So simply observe the SRC folder. Inside that app folder, whichever the files were there initially, the new folder, the new component is being added with the name student. And open the student folder, and there you will find the CSS, HTML, and TS files with respect to the component. Now I have added the component, but how do I need to change those components so that it will be visible to our user? So we already discussed how we are going to check our file or how we are going to modify our content. So these are the default content which were already available during the application created inside your Angular. So you will get the by default page as it is. Now I will be modifying the content by removing all those code part from the app component.html, except you will be keeping this router outlet. And here you will be typing the simple heading with the message welcome. These things we have already discussed in the previous installation video. You have to save this file and check whether it is applied here or not. Yes, now my file component.html file is already modified. Now how you are going to include your component into this HTML file? So you have CSS file where you will be giving all the style sheet related code. Then you have the student component.html. There you are having simply the message which you will be displaying with the component, and then you are having student component.ts. So first of all, we will be going with the student component.ts. There you will find out some import statement, then you'll find out some annotation. So what exactly this one? As soon as you have written ng generate component, that time your component.ts file is being created by calling this lifecycle method ng on init. This method will create the component by importing component class from the Angular core library. And from these, it will add these annotations with the specified metadata related to component. Okay, so my student component.ts file is ready. Here we will be considering simple variable, let's say message. So here we'll be discussing message or declaring message equals to, let's say, hello. We have declared message here, but we have to display this message onto the browser, and where we are going to have those browser related thing, yes, inside your HTML file. So then after declaring the variable inside your component.ts file, then you have to go with the component.html, again specifically students component.html, and there you have to display what? The variable. Which one? The message variable. Now I have declared already the header tag h1. Now here I will declare the header tag as h2, and instead of student works, here we will display the variable message. So how you are going to display that? Simply writing a message won't be helping you out. Why? Because HTML won't be knowing what exactly the message is. We know HTML doesn't have the compilation or evaluation part. So how you are going to add those things? We are going to add those things into the interpolation. So how you are going to add those interpolation? The curly parenthesis, inside that again other curly parenthesis, and then inside that you will be typing message. Now what is the use of these two curly parentheses, and inside that you are declaring a variable? So this two curly parentheses is nothing but your interpolation, and there your interpolation will replace the variable by its text. Simply save this file, and as I have said, the thing will be changed automatically. But again, I've got the error. How come? Because whatever the student component.html you have added, these things you have added, but we didn't communicate the same to your what? Your app module dot app component.html. Yes, so we have to specify how we are going to do that. We have to add here the app student, and then you have to copy that app student. Why? The selector. When you want to open the student component.ts, student component.html, it needs to be specified to your app module.ts. So sorry, app module.app component.html. Here you have to specify the selector. So again, we will be typing here the tag where you will be writing app subject. So we have already copied app student. So I have copied, then we will simply open and close the tag. Now my tag is already there. Simply save the file. Now make sure whatever we have to close this one. Make sure whatever the component you have added, those components have been automatically incorporated into your app module.ts. Yes, so you have to check, because we are using the latest version of Angular, so it will automatically add the import statement inside your module.ts. So simply in order to make sure, you have to open the app module.ts, and there, yes, we are observing my student component is already there. You don't need to change anything inside the file. So close it better way and simply save the same file, and see our error has been resolved, and check whether it is being displayed. Yes, our message hello is being displayed onto my browser. So That's all for this adding component or generating new component and creating the functionalities. Thank you.